We're making stuffing. We're using the Mrs. Cubbison's classic dressing here. And inside there are packages in plastic. Here are celery and onions chopped up. That's what we're using. We like to put in some sausage, the hot link sausage. So these are beef hot links. So here we'll not really follow the recipe. We'll use the 2 bags of dressing mix. We'll only use, so we'll do a 1/4 cup of butter and a 1/4 cup of oil. We'll use chicken broth. And that looks like this, chicken broth. There's our 1 cup of celery and 1 cup of onion. Half an onion.
Half of the large onion. Alright, so we're going to start by heating a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil and a 1/4 cup of butter in a pan.
So now I've cut the hot links into small pieces as seen here.
Okay, the butter's melted. Putting in the sausage.
So the sausage has been cooking for a couple minutes, and now we'll add the vegetables. So we'll stir this up for several minutes. This is what it looks like after it's been cooking a few minutes. So here's the turkey, and the turkey often will come with this plastic part here that holds the legs together, but you kind of pull on that.
I'll hold this one.
And then the legs can be separated. And inside this cavity will be the neck usually. Sometimes the giblets are in here. Pull out the neck. There's a turkey tail here, so I cut this off because it makes more room for the stuffing. But you can leave the tail there if you like. So this is the cavity for stuffing. On this end of the bird, there's a skin flap, and inside there they sometimes hide things too. So here's the giblet package. This has the liver and the gizzard and the heart. Alright, so in here is also a place you can put stuffing. So we'll stuff this cavity and fold the skin over. So I put these holes here so I could put salt in there, because this is a fresh turkey that didn't have salt added, so I put some salt in here already. The wings can be folded back. We'll do this again later. You take this wing tip and you put it behind the bird, and that makes it look nicer. Now we're ready to add the bread mixture.
We like the Mrs. Cubbison's classic dressing, seasoned.
Seasoned dressing.
Yes.
And it's very dry, so we'll have to add some broth. But it will get very moist when it's cooking inside the turkey. So the bread part doesn't really have to cook now, it's just mixing it together.
Easier to do when it's dry than when it's moist. So now that it's all mixed, you take a cup of your chicken broth.
So this is to hydrate the bread. Soaks it up pretty well.
You'll have extra broth in your can. You use that to hydrate the leftover stuffing. The stuffing that doesn't fit into the bird. So it's still going to be pretty dry. Turn this off. I'm turning off the heat now.
Alright, so it looks good now. The bread is swollen up a little bit, but it's still in clearly defined chunks. You need a big space for the turkey, so we put the rack on the top, and so there's a big space for the turkey. And we'll preheat to 325. Bake 325. We're going to stuff the bird now, And these tools are useful if you can find them, turkey lacers. So here we're starting with this cavity here, and we need to turn it so that we can shovel the dressing in. There we go. So we've got a big spoon. If you can see, Mom has this big spoon, and we'll shovel it in until we feel that no more can fit.
Okay, so here we go. Can you open it up? Okay, so we put the stuffing in there, okay?
Just pinning this through the skin and a bit of the turkey itself and through the skin again.
So
And,
the poor man's turkey lacer is just a nail.
Now you can see the wings. I can tuck them like this. There they go.
Okay.
Alright, so now we've turned the bird upside down and we're filling the large cavity. So you can fit, this can fit a lot more stuffing than the other side. So this cavity originally was icy. So that's common when you buy a turkey, is that the inside will be icy. So I let it thaw and then I poured out the melt water prior to stuffing it.
Right. You should rinse the bird, right, before you stuff it. You rinse it on the inside and on the outside. Dry it, pat it dry with some paper towels.
So here's what it looks like stuffed, and now we need to tuck the legs into the plastic holder and put that all into the roasting pan. Okay, let me help you. Okay, so there's one leg, there's the other leg, there's the little latch, and hold everything together and into the pan. So here's the leftover stuffing that didn't fit in the turkey, and that needs some moisture, so Mom is adding the rest of the broth here. Maybe a half cup, I don't know. Okay, now it's ready to go in the oven.